What is the greatest machine ever created in the history of mankind? And I'm talking back way billions of years ago. What is the greatest machine ever created in all of mankind? I'll give you 3 seconds to answer that question. It's you. Did you know that? Did you know that you are the greatest machine ever created? And you were created by the Creator, God. We are the greatest machine ever created. And I feel like I need to reiterate that multiple times in this video, just so we can really program that into your subconscious mind. Because especially with technology and with the rise of AI, we are seeing a lot of people not use their God-given gift, their brain. Have you ever seen a video of what a brain looks like? Of a brain connected to a spine? Have you ever seen a video or a picture of what your lymphatic system looks like? It looks like a tree with branches branching off. Have you ever seen what your heart looks like? Do you know that your heart beats off of energy? So, I wrote some notes down here because I just wanted to highlight some things. But in this world of technology, we are experiencing the rise of things. And we're also experiencing an invasion of privacy. You know, things 20 years ago that were not a thing. Scanning your fingerprint to get into your phone, scanning your face and your retina to get into your phone. Obviously, we're seeing now a rise in chips, whether that's chips in your hand, chips in your brain. We're seeing virtual reality headsets, because for some reason people need to live in a virtual reality when this reality is the best thing you can get. And I want to say that because I don't like the phrase that life is too short, but life can happen fast if you're not paying attention. And the present is called the present for a reason. It's a gift. So trying to escape your own reality when there will be a point in time where you transition from this life to the next. And you may look down upon this earth and be like, dang, I wish I spent more time just being present, just being around my family, just following my dreams instead of wasting time worrying and thinking so much. But I will say our brain, when it comes to thinking, is our greatest tool. It's just the way that we need to control it. So while we're waiting for all this new technology to come out, and they say that it will enhance the human race, it will enhance us, I just want to say that, again, you are a walking machine, and we've been brought into this life without the proper guidelines, the proper instructions on how to use this machine, which is us. But what I will say is, scientists still don't know the capacity at which our brains can reach. They still don't know. They do not know. And I think, if I'm thinking of the correct statistic, I think we only use about 10%, maybe even less of our brain. Maybe more, I don't know. But we don't use the full 100% is what I'm getting at. And that means that you can do and be anything you want to be, because your brain is not limited. There's this full scope that our brains can do in this reality, which is so magical. yet we don't know. So that means you're not limited. That means you can do, be anything, think anything, choose anything you want. Did you know that? Did you know that? So stop undermining yourself. Stop minimizing yourself. Stop limiting yourself. Because once you realize that God is everywhere, and what I mean by that is this computer I'm talking to, I mean, it had to be created. We are made in God's image, right? And God created us. So anytime we create, God is working through us. Any inanimate object, God. Nature, God. Your pet, all of this is God. How beautiful is that? Anytime you think, that's God. And that's why it's so important to trust yourself. With this rise in AI, we are seeing people just, it's almost as if like people forget before AI, there is you. There is you. Not was, there is you. I don't know what faith you believe in. If you have faith, all I can say is have faith in yourself. Trust in yourself. Trust in a higher power. Trust in light. Be of light. God is love. Anytime you love, that's God. And when you trust in yourself and you believe in yourself, you don't need to ask a computer, what should I do today? You don't need to ask a computer, what's a good business idea for me to do? Because your internal compass is being guided by God as well. It is God. It was created by God. It's connected to the source. So, and the thing with AI too is I want to get at is AI is learning from you, yet you put your trust in something that needs your knowledge, your thought patterns, and your brain matter to function and work. It's literally been proven that AI just says yes to anything you say. It takes everything you tell it, and it's building off of that. Your thoughts, your knowledge, your power is fueling AI. So that means you're more powerful than it. Yet, there's an unbalance because people give AI more credit and more power than they need to. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Lucy. If you haven't, you should watch it. It's really good. It's a movie starring Scarlett Johansson, and it's about a woman who ends up unlocking 100% of her mind. And I don't believe that art, or the saying that art imitates life. I think that what we see is life. This stuff can happen. This stuff is happening. This stuff has happened. These are things that can be real because they are real. If that makes any sense, you got to pick up what I'm putting down. Like I said, we are limitless. So there's no such thing as nothing not being real. The possibilities are endless. Anything can be real. Anything can happen. And have you seen the episode of SpongeBob when, or was it an episode or it was the SpongeBob movie, when Plankton had all the people brain controlled with chum buckets on their head and they followed everything and did anything that he said to do? I believe that we are headed into that direction because of the use and the abuse of technology. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with technology. There is an abuse. There needs to be a limit. Because like I said, you are the greatest machine ever known to mankind. When you understand that you are being studied every day, you think scientists don't study people? They study humans. They study the human brain. They study the human thought pattern, the human consciousness, the way that we can bend and shape our own reality. And one of the things that God has blessed us with, besides this beautiful machine that we have, is the freedom of choice and the freedom of free will. And I choose to use my choice to embody God energy. Embody the God energy of giving love, receiving love, showing love, spreading light, spreading positivity, and using my voice, being true to myself, being authentic. Because I think that's one of the best ways we can use our machine is by doing so. So, like I said, the greatest machine in the history of mankind is you. And I hope I didn't ramble off. I'm pretty sure that made sense. Okay? Use your brain. Open up your mind, open up your consciousness, and stop minimizing yourself. You are literally created in God's image. Thank you.